Hello everyone, this is Michelle Patterson with Angel Souls, and this is your weekly Angel Oracle card reading for the week beginning September 5th, 2016. For this week, I think I'm going to be using the Messages from Your Angels Oracle deck by Doreen Virtue, and of course pulling a color card from the Secret Language of Color Oracle deck. Thank you, my love. That was behind my iPad. By Ina Segal. And if you would like to get a personal reading with me, go to my website at angelsouls444.com, the services tab. If you'd like to support me on Patreon, I'll leave all that information down below. Yeah, you're going to hear some traffic outside. I'm in a different location. I'm actually coming to you from HeArt Market, my friend's shop, Kim Leroy, here in Old Colorado City. Everything okay?
Yeah,
Good?
I was just wondering if you want me to hold your phone or if you're good.
Oh, that's just for the GoPro thing.
Okay.
We're good. I should also let you know that it's kind of funny that I'm sitting in this corner because we have Tori Hartman's deck sitting here. And if you don't know, I am part of the panel of speakers for her Card Magic Intuitive Online Festival. I will leave the link for that down below so that you can register. It's free to watch, okay? I believe my lecture interview, whatever you want to call it, I think it goes September 15th. I forgot to talk about Gumroad. Go to Gumroad, gumroad.com/angelsouls. I think we're ready. You guys ready?
Yes.
This is where we get loud. You ready? Okay. So, I already had everybody sort of breathe through their heart because normally I record these and I'm, sort of by myself. I feel everybody out there, but now we have people and we're live on Facebook right now. So you're gonna see everything. Let me lose my train of thought, get distracted. All right, so if you have your own Oracle deck, okay, you can do a couple of things to clear it before you do anything, right? You can knock on it, that's a Doreen Virtue thing. I like to use candles and I have them right here next to me. So that's what I'm gonna be doing. I'm gonna be quiet for just a moment and we're gonna bring the angels in. Now, do you guys want me to do an out loud invocation of the angels?
Sure.
Or do you want me, okay, so we'll do that. Why the heck not?
Why not?
So what I'm going to do, especially for the people here in the room, we're going to ask your guardian angels to make themselves known to you. Okay. So what that means, and you should have already breathed by now, so you're nice and open, relaxed, right? So you might feel, it might be in a lot of different ways here. So you guys watching this as well do the same thing, okay? So you might feel a cool breeze on your cheek. You might feel just their presence, like someone sort of hugging you. You might hear a whispering, okay? So just be open to that experience so you can take that in. Okay, so let's invoke the angels right now. Angels of love and light, and every guardian angel for every person watching, please come and let yourselves be known now. And please let our lives be filled with blessings. And please let us understand the guidance that you bring us clearly, easily, and effortlessly. Archangels of love and light, feeling the chills. Please come forward and give us any messages that we need to hear now. And please help me to communicate them in the way that will land for every soul listening. We love you and we thank you, and so it is. Okay. Anything yet? Tingles? Nothing? Yeah, I got tingles too, yeah. All right, so this is for the week of September 5th, 2016. Let's see what messages we have. Well, this is funny because I was just talking to Kim about this. We've had some weird energies going on, definitely. And I think there's going to be a little bit of a continuation of that, but things are not what they seem. So if something is falling out of your life especially, do not fight it. Whatever you do, do not fight it, okay? Because if you try very hard to keep that in your world, you're kind of getting yourself off path, or at the very least, just making things a lot harder than they need to be. Sometimes we think in our minds that we know best, and so we push and force on things, and then we're missing something that could really bring you a lot of joy and happiness and make your life a lot simpler, right? And I'm guilty of doing this myself. I don't know if anybody else does that, but definitely I like to push and organize and think I know everything. So that is the first thing that's sort of setting us up. And we even see that here in this Fiona card. It says, now that you've asked the angels for help, basically get out of the way and let them help you. So stop trying to control everything. All right, so I normally do, as you guys at home know, I do this 4-card spread. Let me just get these in order here. So the first card up we have is it's Ray, okay? Now Ray talks about let go of the junk, And they're actually, I have Haniel in here. So Haniel is the archangel, she's the archangel of joy. And she also resonates with the phases of the moon. Now, we just had a new moon yesterday. Is that correct? Yes. So Haniel is around. She helps you sort of heal your divine feminine aspects. And everybody has divine feminine and divine masculine within them, okay? So if you need to be a little more nurturing towards yourself, or you need to find the joy in life again, work with Archangel Haniel. So this Ray card, well, I'll read it here. It says, yoga and exercise are essential to your well-being, peace of mind, and spiritual growth right now. But what this is talking about, on the surface, yes, it's taking care of yourself. It's finding that moment of peace. But it goes deeper than that. They're saying, move the energy. Go ahead and nurture changes. And that's what we're all up against this week. So there might be things where you're like, oh man, why is everything falling apart? Why is everything whatever? See it as a blessing, because it is. And this also might, for some of you, depending on, how you handle things, what your perspective is, this might be a coping mechanism for you, making sure that you're meditating, making sure that you're doing your yoga. But really, it's about moving that energy. This could also be accomplished by even getting a massage. Now, I know that sounds silly, but literally, you're moving the energy, not just in your physical body, but within your spirit as well.
Or healing touch.
Yes, exactly. Exactly. So the next card we have is Fiona. That's the one that says, get out of your own way. Now that you've asked the angels for help, be open to receiving divine guidance and assistance. You deserve heaven's help. So there's a lot of things happening with this message that's coming through. Number one, stop pushing. Stop trying to control, all right? They're going to bring you something that you couldn't have even imagined that you wanted. Like, you didn't know you wanted it until they brought it to you. So that is, and I'm getting chills all through like the left side of my body, so like the heart side of my body. There's some heart's desire that you have just been thinking maybe you don't deserve it, because that's what this card says as well. Know that you deserve heaven's help. Things do not need to be hard. We don't need to get addicted to the struggle. Okay? So that's what you're learning this week. It might be a hard lesson, depending again on your perspective and how hard you're going to be hanging on to things. But this says be open to that guidance, okay? They're trying to help you. So then we have this card. So Akasha, Akashic Records, Book of Life, Archangel Metatron. We could do this all day, right? So this card says, you are a spiritual teacher. We're going to talk about that. You have the ability to counsel others and help them awaken their spiritual gifts and divine life mission. Now, what does that mean? Does that mean that you have to go get white linen and like wear it and be all flowy and angelic all the time? No. You are a spiritual teacher by teaching yourself first and then living that example. Now, some of you literally are spiritual teachers, and okay, awesome. Hey. Hi. But, just remember that we all have access to this. We all have access to this deeply encoded wisdom, okay? That when we get into that divine space, when we're allowing the divine in, again, through moving the energy in your body, you open that crown chakra, and now this wisdom can come pouring through you. And now you can be an example to others, okay? Now, this is not something that, is going to be perfect, right? It's not going to be, you're not going to go out and have all the right words all the time. But sometimes people can learn from the mistakes that you've already made. So you might actually, I'm also getting this in as well. I have Gabriel in here. Some of you, actually someone out there, might actually have to sort of counsel someone who is having, I'm getting the chills again, having troubles with conception, or maybe having troubles, God forbid, with a pregnancy or something like that, okay? There might be some fear that they're having around that. Now, this might have been something, again, this might be like for just a couple of people out there, but if it comes up, I have to pass it along to you. So get ready for that. If someone comes to you with that kind of issue, work with Archangel Gabriel. Gabriel can help you. Not only does Gabriel resonate with conception, pregnancy, babies, all that stuff, but with communication as well and nurturing. So you'll know exactly what to say to that person to help them see a different perspective and help them along their way. So in that way, you're being a spiritual teacher, okay? So the final card we have before we go on to the color card is Athena. It is safe for you to be powerful. So pay attention to this one. This is pretty good. You know how to be powerful in a loving way that benefits others as well as yourself. So this is saying, where is your power? Your power is in your soul. Your power is in your authenticity. It's okay for you to come on out and be you. You don't need to hide anymore. You've heard me say this before. We talk about this all the time. But notice what it says. You know how to be powerful without manipulating. You know how to be powerful without taking something from someone else. You know how to be powerful by just being you. All right? And that, again, is part of what's going on here. And I think, remember that first message that we got was like things were going to be falling away. Things are going to be like, you're going to be like, some of you might be scrambling to hang on to the old way of being. But when you let it go, this happens, okay? And you start to discover, you start to see different layers of yourself. It's really like self-realization kind of stuff going on this week, okay? So let's get on to the color card. I'm going to do the same thing where I'm going to clear the deck over the candles. Of course, if you do that at home, don't get it too close to the candle, right? Be very careful. And I would like, since we have people, there are people. I love it. Since we got people, how about you guys pick the color card? So it's going to be a little bit longer video, but I'm going to interpret. Anybody who wants to step forward and pull, I'll shuffle.
I'm right here, but you're right there. Go for it. Yes.
Anybody. Everybody can pull one if you want. Let me just shuffle really quick. Sorry, babe. I got you all involved.
I always pick the ones that call to me, and then I'm like, darn, I wasn't ready for that.
All right. Okay, well, right here. All right, well, I picked one. One kind of plopped out.
That's beautiful.
Ooh, we've got an audience. I love it. I'm just going to tell you what it is. It's gold. Hi. Gold, attract abundance. The number is 21. So there is that. So again, your abundance, it's all about letting stuff go. I know it's so simplistic. But when you let that go, it's all the same stuff that we were talking about. Look at what happens, you guys. You get into alignment with what you truly want. And now you see how the abundance is going to come to you and how do I want to say this? Some of you might think of abundance as like, okay, I get all that money, or I get that house, or I get that car, I get, whatever. But you getting real with yourself this week, which is really what it boils down to, might find that abundance is having your child come up and just want to snuggle with you, or abundance. Now you're finally feeling good about the family. There's like a lot of family stuff coming up, so feeling good about the family structure. Hey guys, hey, feeling really good about your family structure, and you feel very abundant in that way. Okay, so it could be money. It could be any kind of abundance that you need, but you're not going to realize what you truly need until probably the end of this week. Okay, where you actually start having your lessons and letting things go. Okay. Now you want to pick one, right? All right. So I'll just fan it out here. Hang with me, guys. We're just going to let people pick. Oh.
It wants to come, right?
Yeah. Gray. So here's what some people out there have to be contending with. So this is interesting. As soon as you pulled that out, I'm like, boom, I know exactly what that is. A lot of you are going to be resisting. You're going to probably be freaking out this week and, oh my gosh, I couldn't believe that this happened, that happened. I know. We're all human. We know what that feels like. So the card is gray. Before I read what it actually says, you're trapped in the gray area. You're not committing, right? Commit to the light. You don't have to be in that awful place of in between where we're not here, we're not there. You can commit to yourself, get yourself out of that gray area. Now the card actually says, learn to scan your body. The number is 29. So when we learn to scan our bodies, the body can be a very good indicator of, and we actually have an expert on this here. Maybe we can get her to step in front of the camera here in a little bit. Your body is a huge indicator about what's going on. So learn to tune into your body and don't ignore, especially chronic things that are coming up. It's more often than not a spiritual lesson or something that you're missing that's now manifesting in a very physical way. Okay? Anybody else want to pull a card? Yes? Come on. By all means. Ooh. I think this responds to your energy too. Cherry, live an extraordinary life. The number is 9. But what's interesting, the feeling that I have with this is that, this is, okay, so part of this is being grateful for what you have, trying to, look on the bright side of things, all that good stuff. But this is like, no, you know what? All this stuff that I've been doing, it's not working. I'm going to let that go. bye. And then here you go. And this is kind of, and it's interesting because we have we have abundance, right? So we had that card first. We have the great card that says, come on out, commit, right? And then life is cherry, baby. It's going to work out just fine. So if you start losing faith this week, remember that message. Anyone else want to pull a card? Yes? All right. Oh, I love this card. This is one of the best in the deck. Okay, it's rainbow. It's rainbow. And immediately when I think of rainbow, and the number's 1, so it's the 1 card, and it says connect to spirit in nature. Yes, so there's that message, connect to spirit in nature. But the rainbow is, I feel full-on activation of all your chakras, all of it being rejuvenated. You're being restored this week. Okay, and I always, whenever I see a rainbow, I don't know how you guys feel, but whenever I see a rainbow, I think of blessings. This is a true week of blessings, but you have to be in a state of allowing. I am getting tingles. I love these cards. All right, anybody else want to pull? Yeah. I somehow knew you were going to pick that one. Okay. Violet, very good card. So create a balanced life. The number is 45. Anytime this card comes up, I think of the violet flame. And the violet flame helps burn up and burn away that which is no longer serving you. This is very much Archangel Zadkiel. Zadkiel. They can be a little tricky, the names. Zadkiel is all about transmutation, okay? So taking something, and really what I'm feeling from him is just sort of this shift. Again, we keep talking about perspective, but it's a shift in perspective. And that in and of itself is incredibly healing and gives you space to release that which you don't need, okay? So I think what this card is also saying, the violet card, the violet flame, even if your circumstances don't change, your feelings about them can. And that shifts everything. Okay? Now we're unloading. Now you're in alignment. Now things are coming to you. Get it? I'm gonna do this too. Anybody else? Yes. Awesome. Peach. We got good cards, guys. Inhale a breath of life. The number is 19. Okay, so you can breathe now. It's all good. Things are peachy. And peach is actually one of the very ascended colors. So this actually tells me that some of you hit that next stage of spiritual growth. Okay, so again, it's all from that self-realization standpoint. And it's like I would almost, because this card makes me think of like a baby taking in its first breath, right? So inhaling a breath of life. You're starting anew. Now this might go throughout all of September and October, but I think you're going to be seeing, some of the beginnings of things changing and getting better for you. Yeah, good stuff. Anyone else? Yay, come on up here. I love this whole participation thing. This is fantastic. Girl, of course you did. Of course you did. The card is chocolate. And it says, nourish your body and soul. The number is 13. I mean, that's pretty self-explanatory. But again, I think that goes into that whole taking care of yourself. This is even, I was actually talking to Kim a while ago. I'm like, sometimes you need to psychologically be fed. And, even though chocolate isn't supposed to be like a health food or whatever, but, sometimes you need to feed, like I said, that psychological part of you. But on the whole, nurture your body and soul, guys. And whatever you think you need, go ahead and let yourself have it. It's all right. All right. Anyone else? Did we miss anybody?
I think Kim should. Yeah.
Kim and Dan and come on in here, Dan.
After a week of work.
You're right. Oh, you kind of had two, didn't you?
Well, sort of. Yeah, it couldn't make up its mind.
That's all right. We'll do both of them. Oh, we have Auburn and Amber, and they wanted to come out at the same time. This is not a new deck. That's kind of interesting. Someone out there leave a comment. This is going to mean something to somebody out there. Let me know what that is. So, the first card we have here is Amber, Awaken Your Creativity. The number is 15. Hi. So you're basically, again, because of all this stuff that's going on, you're coming to life, your co-creative abilities, you're seeing what's possible, and you're seeing what you can actually create in your own world, okay? But look at that card. Is that like magical or what? Like, it's the divine light, coming on out. This can also be associated with the sacral chakra, okay, which is all about creativity. It's where we're born from, right? Well, out the root chakra, but we gestate in the sacral chakra area, so it's very sacred. All right, so really work on that this week. Maybe work on that sacral chakra. And then the other card that came out is Auburn. Ground yourself. The number is 11. So don't be flying away with your good experiences. Okay, you have to remember you got to go to work tomorrow. Okay, you can't just go around saying, "Oh, love and light." You know how I feel about that. Love and light. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. Just remain grounded, and that can be as simple as we had that rainbow card. So it did say sort of ground or nurture yourself in nature or something like that was the card. But nature is very detoxifying, very grounding. So you can do that as well. And then of course you see there's like nature on this card. So Kim, you want to pull one? Cool. I'll do that.
Sorry.
That's okay. You're good. Okay. It does. This card, I freak out every time it comes out because, first of all, I love the color. But this is like the peach color. This is also a very ascended color. So, guys, here's the next thing about us coming to that next level. So this week is also about ascension. It might not be pleasant for everybody. But the more you go with the flow, we've been getting all the messages here, the better it's going to go, okay? It says, connect to your deepest inner knowing. The number is 5. 5 is the number of change, okay? So change is sparking this week. You're going to connect to the authentic you. Some epiphany, something's going to come out for you. And it might leave you, that's what this grounding card is, because it might make you feel, I was joking about it, but you know, it might make you feel a little like, I can't believe that just happened. I can't believe I just heard that. What do I do with this? Maybe the answer is, I don't have to do anything with it. Not my problem. Well, you know, or I don't have to do anything about it because this is just how things are. And the more I go with the flow, I trust the universe is taking me somewhere with this. They're going somewhere with this, all right? So try not to resist it. Anybody else? You want a card, don't you?
Cameron, do you want one? Do you want to pick a card to after Hannah?
Children's energies are so much. I'm always
Beautiful. Lemon. Happiness. Okay. Access innovative thinking, the number is 23, but this immediately made me think of like I want to do a cartwheel, okay? And how old are you?
9.
She's 9. What's your name again? Hannah. Hannah's 9, and she pulled this card, and this is bright, it's cheery, it's your solar plexus, you're feeling good about yourself. So whatever happens this week, guys, give it to the end of the week. You might be like, where's that chocolate? I need some chocolate. But by the end of the week, the Access Innovative Thinking is you're looking at your life in a whole new way. And so you might surprise yourself. The choices that you make going forward might surprise you and everybody around you as well. So, anybody else want to pull a card? Anybody? Last call. All right, guys. So there it is. I hope this was enjoyable for you. And of course, I am sending you so much love. Take care.